Yes, and I am your host, Askari Abdul Mutakam, and I'm here with my co-host.
Mr. Michael Hall, better known to y'all as Baby Duck.
That's the Deacon. Talking about some baby duck. You better known as the Duck Star. Quack, quack, quack,
I'm
quack.
mad at that. Yeah. Well,
Slow up, Jack Miles.
All
I know
right.
you playing with your toys. Slow up.
Hey man, look, you know my toys, man. I got what's a man without his toys, huh?
hey, empty man.
All right. So
Lonely man.
we got a really special guest with us here today. We here at St. Andrews Park, the home of this crippin' thing. Or we gonna let our guests talk about that, whether or not it's really the home of this crippin' thing. So we have a very special guest here with Big Hunchie from Gangsta. So Hunchie, welcome to the podcast. Welcome to Gangsta-Gangsta.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Now we appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate you having me on.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So let's dig in. Let's talk about some things. First of all, we want to say, like in Gangsta, we're trying to elevate gangsterism, right? We're trying to take it to another level. We talk about, we say here it's about evolution, not abandonment, right?
But see, to me, gangster level was made a long time ago.
Right.
See, that's why Lucky Luciano is my favorite gangster.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He put it together right. That's how I learned how to do it. See, that's what I did with A-Train Gangsta. I went out there and put the footwork in. Because we gonna do it, let's do it strong. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no static on what I'm helped building. Now how I look today, that ain't on me. But when I helped put together, we was the strongest, one of the strongest. I tell you, the number one set to get out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just me, but I know who do out there. I ain't no leader now. I'm from the top gentleman. Ball, fuck. I went out there and got and got the best and kept getting them as well as Baby Duck. See, when I seen him, I loved him. I see where that, so I get tighter with him because he's strong, a real soldier. Them puppy dogs under the throat too, I feed them at hand distance. You know what I'm saying? I like loyalty, not that just come through shit.
Right.
Tell me anything. We was breed to read through the bullshit. That's why we as strong as we is in the penitentiary. You can't be strong in pen if you can't see through shit. So you got to be police and all other kind of shit. That make you a real gangster. But gangster come in all styles and fashion.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? See, just like they had that gangster, what they call them all, Mad Dog, back in the day with Lucky Luciano. He ran along, but they paid him 2 machine gun carriers.
Okay, so you talk about that. You talking about how Lucky Luciano was your favorite gangster.
Yes,
like did that influence you when you was a youth? Like when you were young, did that influence you in how you was your boogie, your get out?
That guide me into how to get with my get out.
Okay.
See, I was breed as a kid, but I was breed to want to be a gang member back with the Slaughers, the Gladiators, and all the rest of these. See, I have family members, so I was knitted into it.
Yeah. So you're a walking history book, with respect to A-Train Gangsta, right? So you know it all. So talk to us. How did the set actually begin?
Well, right here, St. Andrews Park.
St. Andrews Park.
This where the thought came. I'm sitting back there, me and four more generals, me, Baker, Side, Hillbilly, and Skull. I'm the youngest. Skull think he was 15. No, I was 15. Y'all was 16 up there. See, and when we on our way out the park, Skull say, let's start our own set. Because we was UG. It was 4 UGs and 1 West Side. That's what I built A-Train with. Underground and West Side. Broke up underground. Destroyed West Side.
You said 4 was UGs. Who were the 4 UGs?
Me, Skull, Baycott, and Side.
Okay.
Hillbilly was West Side. They had that bad time, Betsy Side. Hillbilly, you ain't no A-Train, you're West Side, Hillbilly ain't going for that shit. Hillbilly from out the hill. Hillbilly kick ass. Hillbilly was on it all of it. But he was still up on the Tookie Code. We stepped away from Tookie Code, but we still gave Tookie the utmost respect. We got your back.
What was Tookie's code? What was that?
Shit, his ways, West Side Crip. We stepped away from West Side Crip.
What was your reason for stepping away from
At the time, I was still growing. So I was West Side Crip, but then we started running. I do the 70s, the 60s, then we get in here with the 90s. So we got so close with the 90s. We all West Side Crip. Barefoot Pookie started Godfather Crip, him and Cody Brown, the 9-0. About us being close with him, we joined in with him as Godfather Crip. Me, Rayford, Baker, you know, all him with them, but we all turned Godfather Crip. And then Tookie got out and supposed to have said something about that, and just trying to knock Godfather down. And Monkey Man and them come up after Budo got killed with UG's Underground.
Okay, now you said Godfathers. Now I always thought Godfathers was Harlem.
They came from Pookie doing. We was West Side Godfather first. Then the Harlem joined in, and they still strong at it. Pookie started the Godfather as well as he started the Payback.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I remember as a kid, about 14.
Okay, so now you just said that before ETG there was UG. You was UG's. You were Godfathers
And West Side.
and West Side Crips. So that was what was going on with Trey Line. When did that happen? How did that happen?
Trey Line really started when we started the Gangsta and really like hooked up with the Hoover. Trey Line went from our side all the way down to Hoover.
Okay.
So we were with the Hoover. So once we joined up with Hoover, we had the Trey Line, they had the Golden Deuce, the 9 Deuce Hoover. And we were real close. It was brought on because they had the Golden Deuce. So the Trey Line come on,
So-
we said the line comes straight through.
Right, the A-Trey Gangsters and the A-Trey Hoover.
And hey, Trey Hoover, that's the Trey Line.
That was so the Trey Line was like the line all the way down from
All the way
here, from
we
Western
was-
all the way down to Figueroa.
It's like because we was mixed together.
Right. Okay. Got
Because
it.
the 9 Deuce was the Golden Deuce. See, we hooked up more with the Deuce than the rest, but shit, as it went, I got strong with A-Trey Hoover, real strong. Sub.
Fly so high, I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Flying, get on board. We're smiling on top of the world. Dangerous times, don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind. Flying, get on board. We're smiling on top of the world. Flying, get on board. We're smiling on top of the world.
Store to them because I know the best one. Because we was some of the best ones. See, the best crippin' came from the 80s and the 100s.
Okay. So now when West Side Crips,
Then must beside when the 60s come along afterward.
right, because
You know what I'm saying?
you said this was a West Side Crip Park, right? So this
Yeah.
is where now as I heard, this is where the meetings first happened. Like the first Crip meetings on the West Side happened here,
But more different to main park, they would have the meetings at.
right here.
Yeah, right
San
here.
Andrews
Yeah.
Park.
Yes, we was the main part. I mean, you come up here, be 1,000 Crips up here, but it was a respectful Crip thing. Now,
And
you
this was
got
all Crips. It wasn't like all West Side Crips. It
all
wasn't.
Crip, East Side, everybody.
Oh, okay.
But the majority who hung up here was the West Side Crip.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was majority the 60s. At that time, 60s was really coming over here. See, 60s, but I knew them since junior high school. See, that's what really started bringing them over. You know, once Babyface started, all the 60s that hey, I knew them from junior high school. So I had communication. But farther on the gangster gangbanger thing, it was already known as the 80s and the 100s. It's the most. But you had the 90s with the 100s, you had the 60s, the 80s, and 70s. We was together, you know, until everything joined together, you know.
Okay.
All right.
So what was Tookie's role in the establishment of the West Side Crips? Like what do you how do you understand his role?
His role to be to me, as I was heard from my brothers, because see, my brother and them older than Tookie.
Right.
And see, my brother and them ain't never been Crips, so they called the Wino. You know what I'm saying? But they used to fight against the East Side, the West Side, all that back in there. Tookie, as I read his book, he come from New Orleans, moved down there on Vernon, went to school. Then he got the horseman after his mama met little Tookie's daddy. Little Tookie and Bridges, his sister, daddy. That's how he come to be Little Took. See, so when Tookie came to horseman, he